What's going on, guys? Kenato Jemski here, and welcome to Frightening Fridays. It's the spooky season. It's October, arguably the best month of the entire year. And today we're going to react to Top 10 Ghost Caught on Camera. So Nuke's Top 5 is one of my childhood. The Nuke's Norway, I believe, is the second channel with the Omegle jump scare stuff. That's my childhood. And we have reacted to his videos before. This was like pre-Frightening Fridays. I was just reacting to scary videos, and then I thought of the Frightening Friday show, and here we are, part 6, I believe. Hopefully this will be an ongoing thing. Okay, Nuke's Top 5. Grab your popcorns, grab your drink. I'm giving you 10 seconds. Maybe a blanket too. Okay, here we go. Let's start!
On the YouTube channel NI Explorer 84, a guy named Brian explores abandoned places in Northern Ireland. Now, it should be mentioned that Brian is not a ghost hunter or a paranormal investigator. In fact, he says he doesn't believe in ghosts at all.
I want to start by saying I am very, very, very skeptical. I don't believe in any of this stuff. I'm open to the possibility slightly, but even from the age of 9, 10, I slept in a graveyard for like 5 hours in the middle of the night because I wasn't afraid of it. Doesn't bother me, don't believe in it.
But Brian recently had an experience that might make him reevaluate his feelings about the supernatural. You see, a few weeks ago he explored an old abandoned theater in Omagh, Northern Ireland. As he walked into one of the screening rooms, he captured something that he just can't explain.
I'm gonna go in here, right? So the thing I'll say, get in here. In here, it smells of smoke. There's many people smoking in here. And then what'll happen, the place will burn down. Jesus Christ, like honestly.
And this time, did you hear it?
Get in here.
As Brian walks into a screening room, two unexplained voices can be heard whispering in the darkness. They seem to be talking about Brian as they both say, "It's people." Brian says that he had no idea what he had recorded.
Bro, I have to lift my freaking feet up, bro. I'm scared something... I don't know. I feel like he said that he does not believe in ghosts, and I can respect that. I myself do believe in ghosts, and I have recorded some bits when I was recording videos like this. And there's only 2 clips though, but I can tell you a story if you guys are interested. But anyways, if he doesn't believe in ghosts, I don't see the reason of him faking it. I have a slight feeling this could be real. But again, this is way too early to judge, so let's continue watching.
Until he uploaded his video and read the viewer comments.
So, 5 o'clock in the morning, woke up, got a notification from someone on YouTube who commented in video saying that, don't mean to freak you out, but at 8 minutes 40 in your video from the cinema that you did the weekend there's someone whispering in your ear. So then the guy on YouTube messaged again and he goes, by the way, it actually says it's people.
Brian also says that there was absolutely no one else inside the theater.
But the thing is, if you knew the cinema and where I was at, it's a closed hall with 3 rooms, 3 cinema rooms. I was in all 3 rooms. I walked around all 3 rooms twice. I come down back past that hall on the way out. So that's 3 times I was around that place. There was no one there. There was no one there.
Right. You know, I'm so sorry. This is not necessarily out of topic. It's just something like is genuinely kind of sad. It doesn't happen here. Well, we only have 1 cinema place. Well, there's like 4 rooms, but our cinema is quite active. But you know, I heard that in other countries, or at least some part in the USA, some parts of the Europe, they're closing down some of the cinemas because not much people are attending. I feel like this is because of the the popularization of streaming services. There's just something magical with watching with total strangers, with other people. Some of them could be annoying, like some of them are on their phone, some of them are just way too loud. But if everyone is loud, I feel like that's passable. But if you're the only person who's loud and not It's not even like a scary movie, for example. Shut your mouth, please. You ain't the main character, bro. But despite that, you guys are connected. You know, you guys are like participating in one thing. You guys are total strangers, but participating in like just watching like this movie. I feel like the perfect example of this one is Avengers Endgame or Avengers Infinity War. You guys shared the same emotions. That's something that we need. So it's generally so sad that some of the cinemas are shutting down. I'm just fortunate that our cinemas are quite alive and kicking. And at some places here in the Philippines, there's even like a cinema and the cafes. It's like one thing, which is so sick. I want to visit there someday. So yeah, I'm so sorry. It's just something I remembered because looking at obviously an abandoned cinema. Part of me is just genuinely sad.
And it's not as if I was hearing someone's voice through the wall. It was a whisper, and it was right beside where I was at. I can't explain it. I just can't. And I don't think I've missed anything, and I cannot explain this, and it is freaky as shit. Honestly, I've never caught anything like this ever in video.
But what do you think? Did Brian record the voices of spirits that haunt the old Oma Theatre in Northern Ireland? You decide. Imaginary Fiend. A guy named Ahmad was visiting his family home when his 7-year-old sister wanted to show him a cute little picture she'd drawn. But it wasn't a cute picture. In fact, it was kind of horrifying.
Wait, what are you going to show me?
My picture I drew.
Your picture you drew.
That's Daddy, that's Mummy, and that's me.
And what's that?
That's Steve.
Steve?
Yeah, Steve.
Who's Steve?
I'm so sorry. So I know it's supposed to be scary, but like, I feel like a Steve spirit. It sounds so chill, not gonna lie, bro. Something that looks so demonic. You expect something like a mischievous name. His name is just Steve.
My friend.
Your imaginary friend?
My best friend.
Your best friend, Steve? You've got a best friend that looks like this?
It's my best friend, Steve.
Okay. I'm leaving the house.
The little girl's drawing of her nightmarish friend Steve went viral, even inspiring some viewers to create renderings of what Steve might look like in real life. Viewers of Ahmad's video encouraged him to
I
ask,
feel like this could be a cartoon, not gonna lie. A creepy creature, genuinely like terrifying, who turns out to be like a sweetheart. I'm so sorry, there's just something so likable about the name Steve.
the little girl a few more questions about her imaginary friend Steve, and things went from bad to worse.
Mama said you got 2 imaginary friends.
No, I've got 2 best friends.
You've got 2 best friends.
Yeah, 2. Do you want me to show you the picture?
Steve and
that?
Alex.
That's Steve.
Yeah.
That's Margaret.
And who's that?
That's you.
That's me.
Yeah.
No, but you spelt my name wrong.
Yeah, but that's you.
That's me.
Yeah, with your mustache and your eyebrows.
My eyebrows.
I'm so sorry, Steve. I'm so sorry. I ain't taking no negative stuff from this video. I am taking you serious now. Well, it's more like the other guy, Margaret, who did this stuff. Like, the blood is more towards Margaret right over here. So maybe Steve could be good. I don't know.
Yeah.
My eyebrows look like that.
Yeah, your bushy eyebrows.
Wait, so why have you drawn this for?
But Steve doesn't like you.
Steve doesn't like me.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but Margaret likes you.
Margaret likes me.
Okay, so it's a reverse here.
Look, she's holding your hand.
She's holding my hand. She's eating me. Are you sure Margaret likes me?
Yeah, she's holding your hand.
Do I need to be worried?
No.
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 Actually, this is not a joke. I have left the house. If you want an Steve part 4, I'll be honest, I'm not giving that update. Because now I'm unliked by Steve, whoever this person is.
It turns out that Ahmad's little sister has another imaginary friend named Margaret. But even creepier, he learns that for some reason, her old friend Steve just doesn't like him.
Wait, so why have you drawn this for?
But Steve doesn't like you.
Steve doesn't like me.
Yeah.
Ahmad is now a little freaked out. He says that after this last visit with his little sister, the drawings are just getting a bit too creepy for him. He says that he won't be checking in with another update on Steve. Or Margaret, for that matter.
This is the most valid reaction ever. Kids can fake stuff, but there are a lot of times that kids are saying the truth. I swear, if I have my own kid and they start doing some creepy drawings like this, or doing the pointed thing like, oh, there's someone in there in the closet, and they're like genuinely terrified, I'ma move out, bro. Like, I ain't staying for another day, not even another hour, bro. Instantly moving out. You know, we're gonna move to like a cheap apartment for now, and then gonna look for a better alternative. I also like to point the fact that, you know, while I'm mad, I don't know if he said that she spelled his name wrong. I like that the fact that he was also like trying to critique how he looks like in the drawing. You know, it's like, oh gosh, this is messed up, but also like the bushy eyebrows, like trying to make fun of me. A bit wholesome too.
The hanging hands. A woman is running a daycare out of her quiet suburban home. It's an average day, and the kids are laughing and playing nearby. Everything seems normal. But then things start to get a little spooky.
I'm so sorry I keep pausing the video. That's why I left the there's just something freaky about spirits that are kids. They could be harmless. Like I feel like most of the time child spirit will be harmless. It's generally terrifying. Like every time I see a ghost child, especially like the one from The Grudge, I'm more terrified of the kid than the Juin.
But then things start to get a little spooky.
What happened?
What happened?
I'm so glad that they blur in the face. That's really nice.
A little boy comes running out of one of the nearby rooms, screaming in fear. The daycare provider hurries over and asks him what's wrong, but he's too terrified to speak. He just points at the open door. Cautiously, the woman goes to check it out for herself.
What's happening? I wish there was a camera like in there as well.
Did you do that? Were you in there? Were you in there?
No.
Who knocked this over? Who knocked this over?
Maybe it was just air.
While the woman is in the room investigating, a heavy child's playhouse suddenly tips over on its side. The crash startles her and leaves the children a bit confused. But here's where things get very, very creepy. Because, did you see it?
No.
Viewers of the video point out that there are two creepy little hands reaching
Hell
down
no.
from above the door. The hands look to be about the size of a child's, and they pull back and disappear just as the little boy runs from the room. Now, the daycare provider's daughter who posted the video says that she didn't even notice these little hands until someone pointed them out in the video comments.
This is the room.
Oh my god, Elmo!
This is that there was like markings at the top of the entranceway
That's
of like the
terrifying.
doorway, and I guess in the video, you can see hands gripping onto the doorway. I don't really know what to make of that.
The young woman says that she is also confused as to how the child's playhouse could just turn over.
Firstly, we have the house, and obviously you guys saw that it fell, but the other thing I wanted to point out was that it's pretty hefty, so it really doesn't make any sense that it would just fall on its own like that.
But the story gets even creepier as the daycare provider's daughter explains just why the little boy ran out of the room in the first place.
The main thing, and the reason that the little boy was screaming, is actually in here.
It's
We
Elmo.
have this covered up for a reason. Apparently, the little boy told my mom that he saw a face in these mirrors.
A few days later, and the daughter notices something weird on the CCTV.
Okay, lifting my feet again, bro. I can't. I'm getting the chills, but not enough to give me like the chickens. Like,
As she is watching, the child security gate just seems to unlatch and open on its own. She heads into the room to investigate, but she's not ready for what she finds.
oh my god. Whoa, what does that mean?
Holy That's f***ing creepy. Do it again.
You're insane for locking yourself in there, bro.
Okay. Do it again.
That's just her breathing. That's like something else.
I'll wait. Do it again.
Oh my god. Something's gonna be touching the cloth.
Open the gate.
I swear if oh my god, Jesus Christ, I knew it. No, someone is sitting in there.
As she is recording the child gate and trying to encourage any nearby spirit to open it again.
It's oh no, I do have it, bro. The goosebumps is kicking in. Okay, there's gonna be replay anyways, but oh my Jesus Christ. There's someone sitting in there.
Again, something suddenly moves under the sheet covering the vanity. It almost looks like a finger poking underneath. The movement is slight, but the young woman notices it immediately and just makes a run for it. The woman and her mother now believe that the little child's vanity was the cause of all the paranormal activity. They say that they have now sold the little wooden vanity to someone on...
I don't know about the feeling about selling cursed stuff, like, here goes, your problem now. But they also get extra cash. I do hope that they share the story that this thing is cursed and not just sell it as, like, random mirror. I don't know, the way that the cloth was shaped a while ago.
The is slight, but the young woman notices it immediately and just makes...
It looks like there's like that's like a pair of legs, like the meditating seat, The kids are just like doing that and then like pokes a finger.
They say that they have now sold the little wooden vanity to someone on Facebook Marketplace. Someone who actually wanted to buy the vanity just because it might be haunted.
Oh, okay.
But was this actual paranormal activity? And if not, then just what are these bizarre little hands that seem to reach down from the ceiling?
I don't know how else you could fake this. No, kids reacted to it. That thing, that dollhouse or whatever that house thing is, seems like it's sturdy. I don't think a kid would be strong enough to pull like just a string. I don't even know a string could even pull the entire thing. I feel like the string would break.
You decide. The invisible guest. Tristan says that his house in France is haunted by a very active poltergeist. He often hears footsteps and sees things moving on their own.
Oh my god, that was just the creek. I thought that was a voice. Oh my god. There's an orb. Oh my god. Imagine the hand comes out. But that won't be visible anymore though.
After having a psychic medium come over to cleanse his house, the paranormal activity only gets worse.
Bro, whatever's in there doesn't like you.
Late one night, Tristan hears strange aggressive banging coming from his hallway. He grabs his phone and starts filming as he goes to check it out.
Jesus, it opened by itself.
The bathroom door handle is rotating wildly as his cat stares on in fear. Tristan approaches the door cautiously when suddenly it swings open and there's no one inside. Cut to a few nights later, and Tristan says that some shoes in the kitchen hallway had moved on their own. So he sets up a camera to film down the hallway while he and his girlfriend watch TV in the other room. His camera catches something that is pure nightmare fuel.
Was that the shadow or is that them? Jesus.
A box flies out of a storage shelf and slams into the wall. Tristan goes to investigate, but he doesn't find anything. However, did you see it? When Tristan checks his footage later and zooms in on the doorway, there's a strange transparent apparition just standing there. The figure is small, about the size of a child, and it quickly glides off into the hallway. Immediately after, the box violently flies off the storage shelf. These days, Tristan says nothing seems to be working to get rid of the poltergeist that haunts his home, and that now he's just planning to move out. Basement
I think
secret.
it's the best move. Actually, that doesn't work because sometimes the spirit tends to attach to the person. But if he's lucky, the spirit is only attached to the house, then that's problem solved for him.
The curse of room 112. At a quiet nursing home, staff member Camila Torres says that there's one room that no one dares to stay in anymore. Room 112. Camilla says that room 112 is notoriously known as, quote, the death room. You see, every resident who stays in that room experiences sudden medical issues that often send them to the hospital, and sometimes they don't survive. The nurses and staff at the home say that they get chills just walking past the room door. Now, eventually, things got so bad that room 112 was just left empty, but it seems that something is still inside. One night, the nurses are creeped out as the call alarm in room 112 suddenly goes off, as if a resident inside is pressing the emergency button for help. But again, there's not supposed to be anyone in room 112.
Get the light, get the light. Is that you, chick? Yes. Did you just get that on camera? No. Stop. I'm not playing with you anymore. I don't like this. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is insane right now. Right there.
Okay, you're gonna stop this right now.
Camilla watches the CCTV as the heavy door to room 112 slowly closes by itself. She and her coworker go to investigate, but as expected, there's no one there. Cut to a week later. Residents of the nursing home are enjoying a visit with a therapy dog.
Golden Retriever.
Suddenly, things take a very creepy turn.
Where's your other sucker? Wait. You only have one? He said,
I swear, if he's going to the room,
Really?
The normally calm therapy dog suddenly becomes very agitated. It just walks away from the group and heads down the hall, straight to room 112. The dog stands at the doorway looking inside and whimpering as if it is staring at something disturbing in the darkness. Something that no one else can see. As word about haunted room 112,
or the dog could just be curious. Because I just searched dog whimpers to communicate a range of needs and feelings, including pain, excitement, anxiety, fear, boredom, and attention seeking. Sorry, I stand corrected. I'm just reading here, and it says here that the whimpering can be a sign of stress and fear. This is like the example that they gave is like events of thunderstorms or meeting new people, but it could be also like this one too, like appeasement. Maybe the dog will be trying to please, maybe in his eyes this is just another one of the elderly, and maybe generally wondering why is he separate, why is this entity, why is this spirit separated from the rest of the group. Maybe that's why he left, I don't know.
begins to spread. The nursing home residents start to get a little freaked out. One woman decides to perform a religious cleansing ritual on the room, and she asks Camilla to record her so that she can share it with her Catholic friends group on Facebook. The video captures something that is downright chilling.
So this is 2019. I need to throw back to 2019 when a resident asked me to record her cleansing the unalive room. She wanted it for her Facebook group, so I recorded this for her using her phone. Whenever someone tells me they don't believe in ghosts, I show them this video. Oh Jesus, okay, this must be terrifying. I'm gonna lift my leg up. I'm like doing the reverse Uncle Roger. I don't put my leg down, I put my leg up because I'm terrified.
Heavenly Father, I ask for your divine presence to fill this space. May your light shine brightly through every room, cleansing this home of any negativity, fear, or unrest. Let peace dwell in every corner, and love be the foundation of every wall. Bless this home with your protection, surrounding it with your angels, and shielding it from harm and evil. May every door be a passage to your grace, and every window open to your blessings. In Jesus' name.
Did you see it? As the resident recites a prayer at the door of room 112, the rosary beads in her hand are suddenly yanked by some invisible force. The woman doesn't notice and continues her prayer, but when they watch the footage back, they notice the strange, unexplained jerk on the beads, almost as if something was trying to snatch them right out of her hands. Camilla says that to this day, haunted room 112 still remains empty. Haunted housekeeping. A woman named Sarah says that she works as part of the cleaning staff at a nursing home. Now, to avoid any confusion, while Sarah usually speaks Spanish in her videos, this nursing home is actually located in Arizona, in the U.S.
Trabajo en una área donde prácticamente vienen a morir los viejitos que están solos, que no tienen familia, y es que se escuchan demasiados ruidos, y es que está terriblemente oscuro, o sea, está solo, apagan las luces, se abre el elevador, es una cosa espantosa.
Sarah says that since she has been working at the nursing home, she has heard and experienced many strange things.
Hello? ¿Qué fue eso? Se está escuchando el piano. Y no hay nadie en el piano. No mames. No hay nadie y lo estoy escuchando.
One day, while Sarah is working alone in the nursing home, things take a terrifying turn. She starts to hear strange, unexplained screams echoing through the halls.
¿De dónde viene ese ruido?
There's a voice.
Se escucha como que gritaran, como si hablaran. No es nadie.
Or actually, it sounds like a chihuahua, bro.
Se escucha que grita. Creo que es de
Like a very
acá.
small animal.
Oiga, hay veces que se oyen las sillas de
Did you
ruedas
say I see you?
que caminan, que hablan. ¿Qué podrá ser? Ay, ¿qué podrá ser? Ay, no.
Nope.
¿Qué es eso?
That's the time you turn around. Yep.
Ahora sí, mire cómo.
ASAP, bro. Leave.
No puede ser.
Oh,
No puede
the
ser, ¿escucharon?
elevator too, the elevator too, bro.
Ahora sí sentí que alguien me tocó de verdad.
Someone touched her too.
As Sarah
Jesus.
searches the hallways, she doesn't hear it, but there is a strange voice that sounds like an older woman whispering, "I see you."
Oiga.
Then, out of nowhere, a cart rolls across one of the activity rooms completely on its own. Sarah says that just then she felt someone touch her back.
Ahora sí sentí que alguien me tocó de verdad.
And with that, Sarah has had enough. She just gets out of there. So, what do you think? Did Sarah capture evidence of a haunting in the critical care wing of the nursing home? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I don't know, I feel like this is real. There's nothing in there that's like sus. There could be someone again pulling the cart with a string. I feel like this is a very realistic reaction, trying to look where the danger is. I feel like for like an average person who randomly experience this, I feel like this is the most valid reason. She just yeeted, bro.
Scary videos. Once again, these are videos that are kinda scary, but maybe a little silly, a bit funny, or just kinda weird. First up, a ghost hunter in Malaysia tries to provoke a spirit into showing itself. He stands up on a table and dares the ghost to push him off. What happens next leaves him speechless.
Engkau apa? Kau buka langkah engkau, kau buang aku sekarang guna ni. Cepat kau buka.
Right. To be fair, you asked for it and you didn't explain to the ghost how are. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like the woods is just old. This is just something generally stupid. Climbing up an old furniture, it's asking for a disaster. You know, the ghost is not to blame here, bro. Jesus.
Next up, somewhere in Vietnam, two girls...
The perfectly cut scream. There's just something magical about a perfectly cut scream when it's done right.
Next up, somewhere in Vietnam, two girls who work in an unair-conditioned clothing store lie down on the floor to cool off. It was a terrible mistake.
No. That's worse than any gosh darn spirits. If there's one thing that I hate, is freaking mice, bro. Rats. Especially if they come from the sewer. And then they're like balding and stuff like... I know they're just rats, they're just animals, but you have no idea where that rat came from, bro. Be touching some feces, bro. Oh my god, also one of their pants, Jesus Christ. This is probably one of my worst fear ever. I know this part of his video is like very light, not that scary, like he said. But this is my worst fear, like one of my worst fear. Freaking rats! Oh my god, I can't. I'm imagining it. It's doing something to my body and cringing. Like, my bones are like coming out, bro. Like rats going inside your pants, bro. Oh, bro, I can't. Oh, bro. Woohoo! Yes. Is she laughing now?
A rat runs up one of the girl's pants and she has to Gangnam style it back out of there.
He said Gangnam style. But no, this is not funny, bro. No. I feel for this woman, bro. Bro, I can't. I can't. That rat is mischievous than any other freaking spirits in this video. You cannot change my mind.
Now, the weird thing I found out when researching this story is new fear unlocked. This happens a lot.
No! No, why do you have to say that? Why do you have to say that? Oh, no. No, 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 no. See, normalize wearing tight boots, bro. Normalize wearing tight pants again. I can't. Imagine, since it's very trendy now, you know, those very, very loose jeans. Imagine a rat climbing up your pants, bro. See, that it's worse if it's in public. Like, what are you gonna do? Strip in public? Okay, do you have the balls to do that? I don't have the balls to do that, bro. I will. No. Why did they have to say that? Why do you do no? What's up? What's that? What's that?
Dang. Oh, I ran up my leg.
Jesse has caught a mouse.
In my pants.
Oh, we're gonna jump into a different video. This is just a compilation of my worst fear. See, if the rats are clean, if they came from a pet shop, you know, if they came from somewhere clean, I think I can handle that. I can touch them just fine. But if it's just a genuinely a random ass rat, rats are my worst enemy, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you a story. So, my dad and his friends, you know, they were drinking at our home. It's not here. It's from our old place. And rats are very common in our old place. Like, there were just open sewers close to our house. There was like a sewer in front of us. There was like a sewer near our window. It was a weird. We lived in a weird place, bro. Um, but like, it's a common problem for us to have rat problems, and like, there's just infestation. And then, I believe this was like before Christmas, or like days before Christmas. You know, my dad and his friends were celebrating. I was just watching them. You know, I wasn't allowed to drink back then, but I was like happily eating whatever food they had in there and just like sitting with them. And then I had to go to the comfort room. At the time, I had my PSP. You know, just like playing. And then I paused the game, went to relieve myself, and then I just, you know, I was just standing. No, after I relieved myself, I went to wash my hands, grabbed my PSP, and like, I proceeded to play. I wasn't paying attention, just standing, All of a sudden, I felt something furry on my leg. And I was like, that's weird. Why is my leg suddenly warm? Now, the first thing that came to my mind is like, holy crap, there's a ghost touching my feet right now. I look down, and it was this big ass rat. It was this big. And like, the rat was also clueless like me. And then I jumped, the rat jumped, and the rat ran away. I also ran away in the opposite direction. It's like he's my lost twin or something. And then I panicked. I was like, oh my god, a rat just touched my freaking leg. And then I went to check out if the way is clear. For some weird reason, the rat also did the same thing. The rat was like, we picked at the same time, and then I jumped, and then the rat jumped, and then finally we separated ways. Terrifying, bro. I hate rats. Bro, I have a lot of rat story, bro. I'm traumatized by rats, dude. I feel like I could dedicate an entire video just talking about rodents.
Don't let it climb.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's kind of cute though.
She's just playing around with it.
Oh my god!
Is that your mouse?
My mouse? Oh my god, it's It's not yours. Yes, I'm over it.
That's a pretty good answer.
That's the house I saw. Oh my god, what was that? Oh gosh! It is! What the hell?
Oh my god, if it's a big one. It's a small one.
So until next time, keep your legs crossed, and thanks for watching.
I don't like Nuke Stuff 5. Nuke Stuff 5 unlocked a core memory, but it's not a good core memory. It's trauma. You know what? In the next video, not Frightening Fridays, but somewhere in between Call of Duty and stuff, and we're gonna talk about rats. Because of this video, I feel like because of this video, there's like I have unlocked so much stuff I encountered with this, bro, to the point that I unlocked the fear of having rats inside my freaking pants, bro. I can't. Next Top 5. Look what have you done to me. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment. Have a good day. Goodbye.